so question from Ty Prawn Curry. Have they dropped the Reverso Grand Tie? No, it hasn't been dropped. There are fewer of them than in the past. Anyway, Grand Tie is not dead. It's just reduced in availability. The movement is honestly, in JLC, it's towards large but thin cases in the Reverso line.
So it makes sense. It's a little easier to wear on the wrist. I'm all for larger watches, larger millimeter, but thinner, because then you can wear a larger watch.
Yeah, the thing about a Reverso is honestly, yeah, there was the Squadra. Yeah, before that there was the Grand Sport, but the Reverso is a dress watch, and if it doesn't fit under a cuff, it's going to look all kinds of gangly. So, Louis Toledo, what do you think of the moon phase of the JLC Grand Reverso calendar? Josh, do you want to chime in on JLC's Reverso moon phases, or do you want me to field this?
Yeah, I'd say that you're the best qualified guy to talk about something like that.
I think it's a great one. I think it's beautiful. Keep in mind, this is the 59-tooth moon phase wheel. The 59-tooth is good for about 2 years, 7 months between adjustments. You got to make that one adjustment every 2 years and 7 months. And then there's the 135-tooth moon phase wheel, which is what I've got on my watch. So that only requires adjustment every 122 years or so. So just keep in mind,
that's good.
With the JLC perpetual calendar, you're going to get the 122-year moon phase. And on the Reverso calendar, which is a simple calendar, so trips up every time you hit a 30-day month, you're going to have to fix that moon phase every 2 and 7 months.
Good. It's good to know.
Josh, why don't you opine on the new Heuer Carrera 01? This is a watch that just came out last year. I'm going to act as our Zoom guy.
So you'll do that for now on.
Yeah, I'm going to be I'm commandeering the Zoom remote. So what do you think of this watch? 45 millimeters, combination of titanium and ceramic. This is the
very
Blue
similar
Touch.
to another brand that makes watches that are titanium and ceramic with rubber straps as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
who was that?
Exactly. Who blow is what I'm talking about, which is actually pretty cool because Tag Heuer, who have always been making these Carrera watches, in my opinion, a little bit small, not as robust. So now with their association with Hublot, you get the ceramic bezel. You're going to have a much more robust watch. It's actually heavier on the wrist, and it feels like a much more expensive watch. And I think the retail price is $5,300.
Yeah, $5,300. This is a great piece, and I also want to add that it is Tag's own movement. I mean, this is...
So you get the in-house as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, from a value standpoint, which is what I have to look at all the time, even at the retail price, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, obviously, there's going to be a depreciation when you trade the watch, just like anything else. And, looking at other models of Carreras, which you could buy an older one for more than $5,300, seeing something like this with all the advancements, you have the ceramic bezel, which is a big deal. You have a more robust case, an in-house movement. Seems like there is some value.
What do you think about that strap on that?
I like the strap. It's very comfortable. It's much thicker or wider than the old straps that I've seen before. And I'm, again, being a panoramic guy, I'm all about big, chunky, thick straps. This is a watch I could see, wearing for extended period of time. Sure.
Yeah, and I'll just throw in my little bit because I'm the movement guy. The in-house caliber, it's a column wheel, it's automatic winding, it's got a 50-hour power reserve, so it's solidly more than like your ETA 2892 or Valjoux 7750. It's a nice movement to look at. You can see the column wheel, you can see the functional parts of it. It's got a unique finish. I'm going to throw out there that honestly, I see this as like a little bit of a threat to Hublot, like an in-house threat. Like if you could have a ceramic bezel, an in-house movement, the same size, same look, and a skeletonized dial for what, the third of a price of a Big Bang? I mean, at $5,300 for this watch at retail.
You would think so, but I think I totally understand what you're saying, but I think people who are buying the Hublot, it's more about name than anything else. So while from an aesthetic standpoint and from a watch guy standpoint, you're certainly right. If I have the money to spend, maybe I do go look at a Heuer, or a Tag Heuer, but from an overall standpoint, I think they're probably safe. But you do make a good point, though.
And I'm just going to throw out that what ties this to the Carrera line historically is the lugs. The lugs are very sharply faceted. This is the 1963 to present Carrera lug design, scaled up, but the lines are uncanny. So that's what ties this to the Carrera line, and honestly, that is kind of the heart and soul of Tag Heuer.